world that simply can't handle the fact, what do? You live your best life.
Hi, Fat Fam.
Hey.
We were invited to a fashion show called Masterpiece Revamped 2020 in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes, my friend Kira Thomas, aka Vitamin Key, hey, was one of the most fabulous models in this show.
This was a fashion show with a purpose. This fashion show was the brainchild of LaTanya Duncan,
who is the fashion designer for Arch Fashions. This was a fundraising fashion show for those that need financial assistance with heart disease.
Now, this wasn't your typical fashion show.
Not by any stretch of the imagination.
They had a marching band.
Presented to you the prestigious George Washington Colorado High School Montgomery.
Y'all, this is the introduction for everybody who's struggling with heart disease. This is a beat for the heart.
A praise dancer.
A pastor's message.
Tonight, give me another chance in life.
Heart disease survivors.
A nurse.
The symptoms, the signs, that's real.
Several speakers.
Too many speakers.
And they even had politicians.
Yep.
Congratulate Brandon, Miss Sabrina, Antonio, and all of you survivors who walked this runway. We want to wish you continued good health and God's grace. Thank you so much.
We're going to critique Davis Theater.
Yes, we are.
Davis Theater is a place from the past. You get that bygone era vibe, but ornate, ornate fixings all around.
To use all these big words. It's old.
It was. I mean, so it had it was pretty.
It was. I think that this was the kind of place that you would go to if you're doing like an old timey like photo shoot or something like that.
Oh yeah,
it
that
would be
cool.
Really, really great. I mean, because it's really gorgeous inside and out. It's got that old movie look, so I like that. But old sometimes means that things are not made for plus size or handicap.
Right.
And in this case, it's surprising, but not surprising at the same time.
Right. It was a beautiful theater.
It was
beautiful. I can even tell you that the seats weren't very uncomfortable. They accommodate, fat. Okay.
If you watch us and you saw our very first video, I was in a theater seat and I got stuck.
Right.
And it was not all that comfortable. These seats, I can move around freely.
Yeah, they were a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
And I have to say, if you're tall, then you have plenty of leg room between you and the seat in front of you.
Which makes sense, not only for you and your personal space, but it makes sense for people to be able to walk past you and scoot by and there actually be room, and there was plenty of room.
Right. But now that bathroom, yeah. Let's just say if you were in a wheelchair or you couldn't negotiate stairs, you're gonna wet yourself.
Right. Stairs, like, why is there not a bathroom on the floor you're on?
Yeah. So that was interesting. And if there was another bathroom,
It was hidden.
then we didn't see it. Mm-mm. There were stairs going down into the bathroom, and so even if you were on crutches and didn't have any help, you still might have trouble.
Right.
So charming old theater, but with old theater issues.
Yes. And now I think about it, when you come in, you've got to go upstairs to get into the theater.
Yes, you do
So-
have to go upstairs to get into the theater.
Regardless, being in there, period, you're gonna have to encounter some stairs.
Right.
Which there's not necessarily bad, and everybody doesn't have a problem with stairs.
Right.
And that's fantastic. But like I said, that ain't no fast service.
No, it's not.
And it's not handicap friendly. So
Not at all. Not at all. Now let's talk about the fashion show a little bit.
fashion. That was like nice. Hi. How you doing?
It was fun to see all of the fashion on stage, and to see the people in the audience. You know, because when you have a fashion show, you know we like to dress up and come looking good, because you know it's a fashion show.
Right. Other people are looking.
Right.
You're taking pictures, the whole red carpet thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so that part was a lot of fun. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was so over this show. I'm so over it. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's for a great cause. You know, heart disease, wonderful. You know, and during the month of the Valentine month, you know, it's great and everything. But let me tell you, that show was way too long. We stayed there 4 hours.
4 hours.
It was ridiculous.
It was.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it honestly, it was a little bit of fashion sprinkled into what to me amounted to a church service. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, it was great hearing stories of survival. You know, heart disease is such a big deal, you know, in this country.
And in our community.
In our community in particular, and even in the world.
Yeah.
We all need to do better about our heart. And I thank God that there are organizations out here who are trying to help people. So this organization helps pay for medication
For 1 year.
for a whole year for someone with heart disease.
Right.
So, you know, that's a great thing to do. I just wish we could have done it in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah, we were exhausted.
Yeah.
And we had to drive Mobile to Montgomery, so we were tired even more. And then 4 hours later, you know,
Whew.
yeah,
So,
that was a lot.
so we could cut this down a little bit. Oh, and you know, we even had a singer. I forgot about that. So
Latoya Jones.
yeah, she gave us a little blues, and
Yes.
it was kind of
She
like,
can sing.
yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, she can sing. It was really good.
You say you want my loving, I wanna give it to you. I see you sparkle, girl, come on. But I gotta make sure you're ready. Are you ready, baby? To make my fantasies come true.
They have various designers from different parts of the state of Alabama giving us different lines of fashion.
What is the biggest opportunity you have had as a fashion model?
Honestly, getting to know Miss LaTanya Duncan is probably the biggest opportunity I've had as a fashion model. I basically quit modeling for a while because I had gone to and participated in a few shows around locally, and the atmosphere and the cattiness and the drama and everything just was not me. And it stopped me from doing what I really wanted to do, which was using fashion and modeling as a way to kind of inspire and show other people that you don't have to be or look a certain kind of way to still be fierce and love yourself. And so getting the opportunity to work with Miss LaTanya Duncan has given me a chance to participate in a platform and opportunity that allows me to help uplift other people and help other people and be fierce at the same time.
What gives you the confidence as a plus size woman to put yourself out there in a world that's so highly critical of larger people?
You have to fight for it, because people can tell you all day long that you're beautiful or that you should love yourself, but you have to fight for your ability to love yourself no matter what people think or how people feel about you. And I think part of what makes it easier for me to not care is because I've been so many different sizes. My weight has been up and down basically my whole life. So I've been thin before, and I've been bigger than I am now before. I've been so many different weights and sizes that I've experienced what it's like being in all of those sizes. And because of that, I know that what size I am does not indicate my worth, my beauty, or what makes me me. If I still don't like who I am, it doesn't matter if other people do.
Last question. What is your favorite part about doing a runway show?
Girl, selling the clothes. When I walk down the runway and I'm walking in something and I stop in front of everyone and I pose and stuff and I'm just getting my life, feeling my fantasy, and I walk behind the curtain and I see the designer or the stylist who's behind the curtain watching as their vision walks down their runway and seeing how excited they are. That gets me excited because I just like seeing people really excited about what they like and what they love to do, really and truthfully. And, especially after a show when somebody's like, girl, you was working that. I wanted to wear what you had on. Then I've done my job.
So, of course, what I liked about the fashion show is seeing my friend. Most especially because my friend is plus size and that's what we do. But it's just nice to be able to see a plus size woman in fashion. There's a big movement for not even just plus size, but various bodies being represented on the runway. Right. And I truly appreciate that. So I was very excited to see her and a couple other plus size models. But with that being said, with the various bodies, there were various bodies. Yes. And I really appreciated that. Because I did because,
Are you talking about the men?
I don't know if I appreciated that, but...
She appreciated it.
But just because it is just in today's time, it is so important to be represented. Right. You just don't know how important it is for a person to be able to see somebody else that's just like them. Right. And so
and at whatever size.
Because I was just getting ready to say, you had people at this size, and then you had people at this size, right, and everything in between. And I love that. That was great.
And there was even a child.
Yeah, a couple kids, young people, old people, men and women. So everybody was represented. I loved it. Yeah. It was great. It was great. So kudos to them. So we're going to rate the fashion show for our Woodies and the Davis Theater for our Woodies.
So for the Davis Theater, beautiful theater, I'm going to have to give it 2 Woodies. Yeah.
The only saving grace for the Davis Theater is the seating. And other than that, nothing. We didn't talk about the parking. It's not very, very far, but you do have to park and walk. Right. And like I said, there's stairs and all this business with the bathroom. So really, the seating is really the only saving grace. So 2 widgies. Now for the fashion show. I want to rate the fashion show based on the size availability of the clothing and what we could see on the runway. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because we can say, there were different lines of fashion. And, right. And so they're going to serve different sizes. But from what we could see, we're going to give it 3 widgies.
3 widgies. I think that just for a good range, I think it probably ranged 1 to 3. Of course, you know, we always want to keep in mind our 4s and 5s of plus size people, and I don't think that this would accommodate them. No shade,
No shade, no shade at all.
But as you start getting closer to the bigger sizes, it's less flattering in some cases on some of these clothes, and I take that into deep consideration.
Right.
So.
Because in some instances, just because it fits, doesn't always mean you need.
Doesn't always mean it fit.
I was trying to be a little bit more politically correct. Well, yeah. But some of the fit, nope, gotta rethink that. So,
Alright, that's it for this video. We love you so very much.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.